field made a lot of promises. Stem cell tourism has become a huge economic issue. People go to other countries to receive stem cell for their heart, for their lungs, for their joints, and so forth. And absolutely, there is no evidence that any clinically applicable stem cell therapy for the heart works as of now. We're hoping it will work in the future, but it doesn't work as of now. The total amount of companies for stem cell in 2012 was exceeding $20 billion. Not a single one of them made profit. And that's because there's a lot of hype. And we need to step back and make sure that we're doing the right thing by doing appropriate scientific research.
After all of this regeneration, what happens to the dead muscle in the heart?
Yeah, that's a very good question, and a lot of it is actually it's absorbed by the inflammatory cells. So you think about what we want to do, what our goal is. We want to do the same thing that happens when you have a scar on your skin. What happens? You have a scar on your skin, you have a cut on your skin, scar forms, and there is inflammation around it. The immune system comes and cleans it up. And after 2 weeks, you don't even see the site of the scar because the immune system comes and cleans it up. What we're hoping to do is, after the scar is formed, and in the process of scar formation, we're actually tricking those cells that are making scar to make them, to change their fate to become heart cells, so that instead of making a scar, they make more muscle tissue, and the rest of the scar is cleaned up by the immune system.
What triggers the formation of the stem cell?
What triggers the formation of a stem cell?
Of, let's say, heart cell in the stem cell.
Oh, so the question is, if I understand it correctly, guide a stem cell to become heart cell as opposed to a liver cell or to a lung cell. So that's an excellent question, and this has been studied by what happens during in vivo development of the heart, meaning embryonically, how does the heart form? Because we know through the egg and sperm fertilization and formation of the morula and the blastocyst and the embryonic development, we know what cells are committed to become the heart cell, and we have studied those to see what are the factors that influence their conversion from the parental cell into the heart cell. And we have studied those in vivo in real life. And we have applied that in a tissue. And we have been able to guide the stem cells in one direction. So we tell them that they need to become, by providing them the right cues, the right microenvironment, they have no other choice but becoming the cardiac cells. However, that will never be 100% efficient. That's why we isolate the right cells after they have differentiated into cardiovascular lineage.
Talking about politics, which one of the presidential candidates?
So that's a very good question, because when Clinton was the president, he opened up human embryonic stem cell research, but that lasted less than a day. And yes, and there was a Dickey Amendment, it's called Dickey Amendment, that was passed that disallowed research on newly formed embryos. That Dickey Amendment from 1990, I can't remember exactly what year, has been passed as an amendment every year that does not allow the formation of any embryos for stem cell research. So what we're dealing with is the stem cell lines that have been developed already from previous embryos that are not for research, are only used for, that are discarded from in vitro abortions or in vitro fertilization clinics. All right. Thank you very much again.
Thank you so much. Angela, jump, please. It was amazing, really. Okay.
Hello, everyone. So there's always new information about everything out there all the time, including food. And it is very important for us to be educated about food as well. Today, everyone is very health conscious because we realize how important it is to be healthy. And one of the most important ways to be one of the best ways to be healthy is to eat healthy foods. So there are, as you know, there's a lot of healthy foods out there. We know that fruits are important and healthy, vegetables, grains, nuts. But I'm talking today about newer foods that are more popular today. Some of these foods we weren't eating 10 years ago. We didn't know about them. And some we have been eating. So because these are kind of newer foods that we're eating, I want to tell you the health benefits of them and how you can incorporate into your everyday diet. And if not every day, at least once a week. I eat almost every single one of these at least once a week, and some I eat every single day. So I'm going to first mention the food. I'll quickly mention the benefits because a lot of these have a lot of benefits and I don't want to bore you. And lastly, I'm going to tell you how you can add it to your food every day. So the first one, and I'm sorry, but I have to refer to my notes. First one is chia seeds. And again, I know some of you probably eat some of these already, but you may not know how beneficial it is for you, and that's what I want to explain to you. So chia seeds they're a superfruit. It's a whole wheat grain. It is one of the most nutritional foods on this planet, believe it or not. So you'll be surprised to hear some of these things. Chia seeds contain 5 times more calcium than milk. Well, let me first mention, one serving is 1 to 2 tablespoons. That's it. It's not more than that. So it contains 5 times more calcium than milk, 7 times more vitamin C than oranges, 3 times more iron than spinach, 8 times more omega-3 than salmon, 2 times the potassium of bananas, and 3 times the antioxidant strength of blueberries. Now I'll quickly mention more benefits. It gives you energy and stamina, strengthens your immune system, helps with weight loss, improves blood sugar levels, helps with arthritis, cleanses the colon, it gets rid of the toxins in the body, reduces inflammation in the body, promotes sound sleep, prevents cancer, improves your digestion, helps with knee and joint pain, gives you healthy skin, hair, and nails, treats anemia, keeps you energized, suppresses your appetite, prevents osteoporosis, and improves brain functioning and improves your memory. For those of you that don't know how to eat chia seeds, and many don't, you have to soak it in some kind of liquid. It could be water, could be milk, could be any kind of liquid form for a minimum of 15 to 20 minutes. And it slightly puffs a little bit. And then you can eat it. A lot of people put it in water, and after 20 minutes of being soaked in water, they just drink it. And it has no taste, and it's just so healthy for you. I like to sometimes put it in my almond milk in the morning and have it with my high-fiber cereal when I have breakfast. So that's chia seeds. Number 2, flax seeds. Flax seeds are high in fiber, but they're low in carbs. They give you healthy skin and hair. It helps with weight loss. It lowers your bad cholesterol. It's gluten-free for those that need to eat gluten-free only. High in antioxidants, helps digestion, fights cancer, high in omega-3 fatty acids, high in calcium and iron, prevents inflammation, and reduces hot flashes in menopausal women. Now, flax seeds, you can either buy them ground, and you can add them to your food, sprinkle it on top of your foods, any kind of food. You could put it in yogurt, it's delicious, as ground flaxseed. You could put it on top of sauteed food. I think with yogurt it's delicious. But I personally, and my kids, and even Ramin, we feel the best way to eat it is roasted, because it has this nutty flavor and it's delicious. And one serving is about 1 to 2 tablespoons a day. And it has all these benefits. And roasted is so delicious, and they sell it everywhere. Okay, number 3, kale. So the benefits. They're full of many nutrients and minerals, high in antioxidants. They help lower cholesterol and reduce the risk of heart disease. One of the best sources of vitamin K. It's anti-inflammatory. It's high in lutein and zeaxanthin, which are antioxidants that protect the eyes. It prevents cancer. It helps in heart support. It detoxifies the body. It helps with your vision because it's rich in vitamin C and beta carotene. Helps with brain development in infants and helps you lose weight. Now with kale, if you don't know, you have to take off the leaves and the stem. You eat the leaves. The stem you throw away. It's very hard and we just don't eat the stem. And then either you can eat it raw, cut it up and eat it, put it in your salad is a good way to eat it, or you can slightly saute it or slightly cook it. I think it's delicious if you slightly saute it for like 5-10 minutes in olive oil with a little bit of onion, maybe a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit of garlic if you want, and it's delicious. Okay, next. Number 4, quinoa. Okay, quinoa are full of vitamins, minerals such as iron, B vitamins, magnesium, phosphorus, potassium, calcium, vitamin E. It's one of the highest protein-rich foods that you can eat. I mentioned it's very high in fiber. It's much higher than the most grains that are out there. It suppresses your appetite, so it keeps you full. It burns body fat. It lowers your blood pressure. High antioxidants. It's naturally gluten-free, and it helps with weight loss. Quinoa. So quinoa is a grain. You need to rinse it. It's similar to rice, where the outside coating is like a starchy coating. So you need to first rinse it, get rid of the starchy coating which is similar to rice. After you rinse it, strain it. And then you want to slightly cook it in a small amount of water, and it also puffs. So the picture here, this is uncooked quinoa, but you don't want to eat it uncooked. You need to slightly cook it. And this is once it's puffed, once it's been cooked for about 15 minutes or so in water. And then you can add it to salad, you can add it to sauteed vegetables, you can add it to a lot of different meals. I think it's delicious in both salads or in sauteed vegetables. Okay, rolled oats. Now, oats have been around a long time. It's not really a newer food, but I feel like people are eating it more often now than before, because it's so healthy. So a lot of people are having oatmeal for breakfast, or maybe once in a while as a snack. But I think more so people are eating it for breakfast, so that's why I chose to talk about it. So oats, it promotes weight loss and suppresses your appetite. It's high in fiber. It increases your metabolism, high in protein and antioxidants, controls your blood sugar, reduces bad cholesterol. It's very good for your heart. It's a natural laxative, so it helps you go to the bathroom, reduces your risk of type 2 diabetes, controls your blood pressure. It's rich in minerals and vitamins B1, magnesium and zinc. It may reduce asthma risk in children, and it prevents cancer. Now, as you all know with oats, you can add it to cereal, you can cook it in water and add nuts, dried fruits. There's many different ways you can make oatmeal, and I bet everybody knows how to make oatmeal. You can make cookies with it. You can bake with it. There's so much you can do. You can make pancakes. There's a lot, healthy pancakes. There's a lot you can do with oats. Next one, seaweed. So seaweed, 1 gram of seaweed, which is not a lot, is an entire day's worth of iodine. Seaweed contains magnesium, zinc, vitamin B12, and iron, and it has 25 times the iron that's contained in beef, so it's very high in iron. 10 times the calcium in milk, more vitamin C than oranges, rich in protein, high in antioxidants. It's antiviral, antibacterial, and antiparasitic. It increases your hair and nail growth, clears your skin, and enhances eyesight, reduces anxiety and improves focus, prevents anemia and fatigue, cleanses the digestive tract. It alkalinizes the body. And I just want to mention something about alkalinized food. In general, a healthy body, you want to eat roughly about 70% of food that's alkaline and about 30% that's acidic to have a healthy body. And this seaweed alkalinizes the body, so it's very healthy for the body. It prevents and treats sugar cravings, and it may prevent depression. So seaweed, a lot of us eat it when we eat sushi. There's seaweed. They have a lot of seaweed snacks. With the seaweed snacks, which I love, they're roasted in oil. So you don't want to have too much of it, but as a snack, it's okay. But when we all eat sushi, and I think a lot of people eat sushi, that's the best way, I think, to get your seaweed. Okay, next, coconut. I just want to first mention, I don't know if everyone knows the difference between coconut milk and coconut water. So I just want to briefly mention, coconut water is the water or the juice that comes from a young coconut. Coconut milk is the flesh part of a mature coconut. So that's where we get both. Now, coconut milk, it is higher in fat because it's from the flesh, but it's healthy fat. So all forms of coconut, whether it's coconut milk, coconut water, or just the pieces of coconut, it's all healthy. So coconut oil, yes, thank you. Coconut oil is, again, very healthy. Some people say just have 1 tablespoon a day, just like that, without anything. So coconut, it burns body fat, it aids with digestion, promotes healthy hair and skin, high in protein, it treats Alzheimer's disease, prevents heart disease and high blood pressure, it cures UTI, which is urinary tract infection, and kidney function.